I was lost in the hunger, driven by instinct. I became a tool, a killer, who only existed to kill. I had fallen far. Faces I once knew were obscured by bloodlust. I no longer knew my mother's face, my dreams devoid of her features. The reasons for which I entered the dark were now lost to me. The Reach, an abstract concept, a vague excuse to deliver unbridled violence on the unsuspecting. A monster was I, and villainous beasts are not without their hunters. I was confident, or blind, or both. Like a common pest, I found myself lured into a trap, poisoned, mutilated, and disposed of. Was this how it felt? For all those that I hunted? Was this fear? My mind was a lattice of faces flashing before my eyes, all shouting, all saying something. I could not hear over the hunger within. I was through, so I thought, floating helplessly into a sea of ghosts. I had seen those eyes before, in a great stag of white, in the forests of Folkrith. This was Hrokabeg, aspect of strength. I'm sure of it. For the first time in over a year, I had thought of the Reach. Hitting rock bottom brings a certain level of perspective unseen by one who suffers any less. I trudged to Winterhold, read book after book, pried secrets from all I could until I had answers. Phalion, a wizard residing in Morthal. We spoke, and he agreed to help me remove my affliction. I met him at the circle in the dawn, and the ritual was undertaken. And upon his last words, I could feel the warmth of the sun's rays, no longer causing my skin to itch and sting and burn, no longer making me feel sick to my stomach. It felt nice to be mortal once more. And then the pain set in. I fell to my knees in agony, my wounds cementing themselves, my hair bleached to stone. It felt as if I had aged 10 years in the period of 10 seconds. Such were the consequences of my choices. I took time in Morthal, reacquainting myself with what it means to be human. I sought a new path. The wonders of magic had changed my fate, and beyond all I required wisdom, the insight to not return to such a dark path like the one I had taken. I returned to the College of Winterhold with a desire to further my studies, make of myself a worldly man. I spent many months reading, researching, traveling, and I feel wiser for it. I'm unsure of where I go from here, but I made a promise to my mother. I will free the Reach one day, but I will do it with purpose, not as an angry beast rattling against a cage of Nordic occupiers. Wisdom is the path forward. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Fudge Muppet. Welcome back to Askeladd's story. It's been a while, and in-game we've also reflected that by having some considerable time pass, and a lot of things have changed. Clearly, he is not a vampire now. We've got what appears to be a older, or calm Askeladd. And if you spied it in the Skyrim theory that will change everything you see video about prehistoric Skyrim, he was actually the scholar there doing some of the research and so on. So he's been at the college for a bit of time now. And remember, he's not as old as he looks. A lot of this is the result of the attack on the Dawn Guard and then the subsequent curing of the vampirism, which is sort of screwed with him a bit and given him white hair, almost like a little bit like in the same way that The Witcher, Geralt gets a side effect mutation kind of thing. It's like kind of cool process. Plus, it shows a nice physical development. But yeah, he's skilled up a decent amount during his part. One thing I really wanted to do with this character is I wanted him to have this arc, but I just thought the bridging of this character arc worked a lot better when he sort of the cinematic explains it best. It's something that I think the storytelling just wasn't done as well if it was done via a gradual let's play. And maybe that's just a weakness of mine in terms of like let's playing. I like to tend to talk to you guys more as opposed to being in character, but I do love writing the storytelling parts and the cinematics and so on. And yeah, I just thought I could do a really cool cinematic that bridges it a bit. And yeah, so this is where we're at with Askeladd now. He's no longer a vampire, but he has been severely scarred. He's also aged a little, but he's also over his whole, like, we've leveled him up a bit. He's over his whole assassin thing, but now he's a real magician in some capacity with restoration, alteration. He's been training and enchanting, obviously, is all there. He's smithing, lots of stuff. Archery is something we were doing, but I've actually decided I'm gonna put away the bow. It feels like a very assassin-y kind of thing to do. And while we do have light armor still, we are now, and we've got sneak as well. We were using the alteration perk for mage armor now, and this is our new like get up for the moment. For the being, this is the sage mode, but you know, sage boots, two-handed magic stamina, two-handed magicka, two-handed stamina, and then a nice healthy cut to our restoration and alteration casting costs. But let's oh, and of course did I say the hood? Yes, that as well. So totally it's like 62% off. But we're going to meet Tolfdir outside of Sarthal now, because that is whoops, we're actually going this way. That's the way to go. But yeah, I kind of like the arc where he's actually been a scholar for a bit of time, and he's been learning a little bit as sort of an apprentice here, even though he's an older sort of character. Well, not that much older. Again, he just feels a lot older because now I've made him look that way. But I thought it was cool that vampirism has that effect, because I guess prior in the lore that a vampire being cured seems to kill them. Like that's what happens with Janice, Janice's wife in Hasseldor in Oblivion. Let's see how this goes. And I've got I don't have it tagged. Okay, let's see how this goes. What is this deal?
That takes care of that.
Huh. I'm not sure if this would be modded or
Stendar's
what.
mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
Okay. I don't know if that's a creation club thing or what. Just checking my... Yeah, I am on expert. Cool. Look at that. But yeah, so... All in all, he's a... yeah, so the Janice Hasseldor, his wife, has been a vampire a long time, gets cured, then she dies. Which makes sort of sense, like you're no longer immortal, so... Okay. Being a bit rusty. As you can see, we're going to have to use restoration a fair bit. But yeah, it's a interesting sort of deal there. But then Serana, obviously, you can cure Serana via the storyline, and that changes things. One fail swoop. Flail swoop? I don't even know what the saying is. Anyway. I just wonder if it would be a good... I kind of like the idea that a vampire, being a vampire, ages you to a significant degree when you are cured. Alright, well, that bear went off. And then even if you're cured over the short term, like, just the whole process takes a toll physically in your body, which is why I gave him the great hair. The scars are, of course, from the whole Dawnguard interaction.
Are you excited to see what's in there? This is important to your notes, is it not?
Not excited, no. Some very bad things happened here.
Oh, right. That whole thing with the elves. Well, it all worked out in the end, did it not?
I think, given the state of Skyrim, some might disagree.
Huh.
And here we all are. Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I heard the bear again. It's fun that Askeladd now, I think he's a bit more of a scholar character, and he has been for a bit. Well, and at least of a particular interest on, like, Nedic history and so on. You know, via that video that I made. But also, it helps kind of represent my knowledge a little bit about the Elder Scrolls. Like, obviously, doing so many lore videos and stuff, I know a lot, and therefore have become a lot more omniscient than Askeladd as a character is. But, yeah.
Well, are there any questions before we begin?
No questions. What would you like me to do?
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Brelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them. Just identify them.
This is the classic way I do it. Just jump down.
It's going to take forever to sift through all this.
Tolfdir sent me to help you.
What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything.
What did you need me to do?
Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them.
Now you can round them all up, or you can do the I've played Skyrim 1,000 times move and take that. Oh no, trapped. But then... this should do. Wear the amulet. Put it on.
See that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall.
Man, that actually looks way cooler in this.
To the amulet. I wonder what effect might your spell
That can go back to closed wounds. I'll put my real necklace back on.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
Alright, let's go on. Askeladd takes initiative.
Well, this is highly unusual and very impressive.
these ancient Nordic ruins. It's great, this is over 4,500 years old. It's probably closer to 5,000. Yeah, 5,000-ish years old. It's a long time.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
Oh, wait.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened?
Some sort of ghost or apparition appeared. It spoke to me.
I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw?
It said something about danger ahead and the Psijic Order.
The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find?
What is the Psijic Order?
They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. All right, then. Over here.
Okay. Let's continue on. I will also get my lantern out. There we are. They really throw you into it in this, in the College of Winterhold storyline. Like, theoretically, I mean, I've role-played that we've been this character for a tad longer than this character has, than the actual, like, playtime, I guess. Like, I've, like, sort of simulated being in the College of Winterhold longer, which makes for a better story. But yeah, it really does happen quick. I suppose also some of you might be wondering why I kind of didn't end up doing the Thieves Guild. And I'm not sure I'm going to do every single guild. This character is... It doesn't rule out the potential that maybe as another character I could do the Thieves Guild storyline or something that I feel like fits more, like a different role-playing sort of... Another kind of Let's Play something, but I don't want to ham-fist it into this character. And then also, we do have to consider... Well... Cool, now we're just getting ebony everything. Yeah, it's basically we don't want it didn't feel right for his arc to he was doing, you know, he became a vampire and then he's really focusing in on the whole Dark Brotherhood situation. It just felt kind of strange that he would, like, then go to do this very mild form of, like, not evil, but you know what I mean, like, the Thieves Guild just seems so mild in comparison to what he was doing in the Vampire and the Dark Brotherhood quest lines, and if he was really going down this darker sort of path, I don't know. It just felt a lot more natural to have a bit of a catalyst moment, like in the form of the Dawn Guard attack and him nearly dying. Oh, I've never seen that. Oh, look at the glowing head on the Daedric arrow. I just want to pick it up because surely there's going to be a Drago. It's a good thing about having sneak is you don't trigger traps. Also, with all of this boosted stamina, we've got a lot more carry weight, which is much nicer. Oh, what's the deal again? Oh, is it just... yeah, match the symbols. Okay. Whale, eagle, and snake, whale, eagle. Oh, Askeladd must be a mastermind being able to do that trap. Okay. Also, as you may have noticed, that had no effect. We have switched, because now we've leveled up so much, we've switched to the Atronach Stone. And that in total with our magic resistance stuff that we've got already and bits and pieces. Basically, we're very resistant to magic, which is very nice. Oh my god. Actually, this is the one puzzle that's kind of annoying, I think, because it starts changing. Although I feel like you can kind of just... I kind of just disregard the... There you go, snake and whale. Whale and... Let's get that to eagle. Where's that at? Snake, whale, whale, eagle. Done.
I thought it high time I caught up with you. Well now,
Here we go.
would you look at that? I never imagined we'd find nothing seems to work.
Okay.
Keep it busy. I'll try to drain some of
The
its...
scarf with Jarrett Goldus.
There! Now attack it!
One power attack. Why did he disappear there? I guess I'll take this to activate the quest, but I don't know if we're gonna be doing this. We'll see. Gives us the options.
I'm not the only one seeing this, am I? Why, this is utterly unique. This is simply fascinating.
What is it?
I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savos Aran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
It's pretty damn cool. I hope also I'm just while I'm here, I hope I've... Oh, I've noticed I haven't had my music on. All the footsteps. Just keep it low, because I try and adjust it so the voice is highest for you guys. So I'll leave it around there. But listen to that hum. It's really cool. It does make it feel very sci-fi. So when you see some of those like Kirkbride Coda kind of out thing, like the Kinmune sort of associations kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not totally opposed to sci-fi elements in Elder Scrolls on a deeper level, not like, you know, surface stuff. But then again, like, you look at a lot of Morrowind stuff that I really enjoy. It's a lot of it has sci-fi elements. We've also got plenty of shouts. Marks for Death. I can't remember. It's probably fixed by the unofficial, but I always hate touching that one because I remember having a glitch that kind of ruined some stuff for my my character on the 360. But this was only with Bethesda patches, obviously. So it was never fixed. I'm sure it's fixed by the unofficial patch. Okay, let's just track on back to the College of Winterhold. Sorry, we were going on. I'm sure. Yeah. I'll take that on. Hello.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're... You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken.
No, we haven't.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
I need to speak to you about Zarthel.
Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now.
We found some sort of orb. Tolfdir wanted you to see it.
I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.
Okay. Also, the reason he doesn't have a hood, and that's happened with a few characters in this, is because I started this playthrough as vanilla, and then later I got patches, which split up a lot of the hoods and stuff. Also, I know the lighting's kind of flicks on and off in here. I don't know what mod called. Maybe I need some patches and stuff for the College of Winterhold stuff for the lighting. But the reason, I think it's the weapon, armor, and clothing fixes or something. But it separates the hood and the robe as pieces, so a lot of the priest characters and stuff.
There you are. I've been trying to find you. I just wanted to let you know that Ancano's been asking about you. I think he's looking for you.
Why would Ancano be looking for me?
I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him, all right?
Is there a problem?
No. Well, I don't think so. Between the two of us, there are rumors about him. That this advisor position he has is a sham, an excuse. That what he's really doing is spying for the Thalmor, trying to feed them information. Whether it's true, I can't say. But it never hurts to be a little suspicious, does it?
Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome. Until next time.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
I need to learn something about... I need to learn about something we found in Sarthal.
I know what you want. Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway.
Nothing that can help?
I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthal, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there.
I'll just say yes, we did. I just informed the Archrange.
I am well aware. Tolfdir is still in Sarthal, is he? I shall be expecting a full report from him when he returns.
Why does this matter to you?
Something was discovered in Sarthal that was significant enough that Tolfdir sent a new member of the college, alone, to deliver word. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone, especially me. Thank you for your help. You may go now. I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
I'd like to know more about the Thalmor.
Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim. To guide its people through this time of transition. To help lead them to a better future.
Okay, Felglow Keep it is. Ah, whoops. I meant to go to Skyrim, but... yeah, these lights are... Let's just pretend they're magical, okay? Oh, God. Let's go to the other one where it will go straight out, right? Man, they can't leave the, in Elder Scrolls 6, they can't leave the Thalmor threads sort of undone. There was so much built up about the Thalmor. Such good potential. I think we mentioned in the recent podcast, I think on the Need podcast, but like how Hammerfell is such a fantastic setting because they obviously have their own treaty with the Thalmor and they're independent as the Crowns and Forebears, and they fought the Thalmor much more recently than the rest of the Empire did. It would also be the first game where there isn't the Empire, but then you could have Empire sympathizers and stuff, or people who want to rejoin in the Forebears. You have Dwemer ruins, Nedic ruins, potentially Aelid ruins, Yakutan ruins, and you also have Orsinium as an entire city of orcs and goblins and such, and that would really be quite interesting to experience and see. Oh no. Maybe I'll no, I'll keep the lantern on because I'm going to be going down anyway into a fort. Whoops. Oh, that was the wait animation. When I jumped to third person, he just rose. I can't wait to play something like Starfield or Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, this is going to be a funny sentence in itself, but playing a Bethesda game without jank. I mean, I've got these mods running pretty smoothly, but just inevitably you're always going to have some degree of jank, like that lighting before, or, you know, an animation kicking in at the wrong time. I really do like how Chrismy has become his Oh damn, I was trying to trigger a kill move. But there's another one. Yeah. Actually, can we... Is it possible to lockpick? Did I hear a dragon somewhere? Maybe it was just my imagination. No, there was definitely a dragon, but we've killed enough of them. Into the deep dark cave. Also, I forget, we've got Paralyze available as well.
Huh? What is it? A test.
I don't know why, I still pick up the soul gems. Steel Staff of Peace. It's actually something to do in the Dragonborn storyline. Is when we get the Staff Enchanter, might be fun. Let's just forget that. Let's see if I absorb it. I did. Oh. Caged vampire, huh?
You're as good as dead.
And now for the feast.
Oh, hold on. Yeah. We'll leave the vampires in there. Don't need to release.
Never should have come.
Again, Volkahar's sort of been left under Serana's control, and Nazir and Babette are sort of running the Dark Brotherhood because they've become a little bit more distant with it all, at least for a while. Askeladd still plans to use it to his advantage for his goals, but in general he's felt a little bit more wise and, I guess, disconnected overall from the concept of like freeing the Reach and like all of this kind of stuff. Not in the sort of, oh, I'm just a bloodlust kind of way disconnected, but now he's like, look what it could do to me. It turned me into such a dark, like, you know, whoa, that's interesting. Took him down such a dark path.
There's a lever right there in the center. Hurry before more of them show up. Oh, you've saved me. Thank you so much. Who knows what they'd have done to me if you hadn't come along? I promise I'll help you get out of here.
I don't want your help.
Ah, I see. Well, then I'll just stay behind you a little bit and follow along quietly.
should get yourself to safety.
Don't you need my help?
I can handle this on my own.
Well, if you're sure, I'll just be on my way then. Please, do be careful. And thank you.
But, yes, I just think the angle of... Oh, there's the Dwarven male helmet. That's the, light version, isn't it? Yeah. And it looks a bit more like the Oblivion style. Which is cool. But yeah, we don't want him to be... Oh, sorry, there's a key on the counter, isn't there? Or not? Is it a... Ah, God. Ah, it's a locked chest. Oh. All that for 13 gold. Is that... Am I genuinely, Oh no, it's this thing, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
And begin.
You're dead.
Out with you all. Is there a book there? No. But yeah, that's the situation with Askeladd. At the moment, he's not feeling very attack in regards to the whole Reach situation. He feels kind of bad on reflection. He's sort of like, you know, it's the classic, you know, what have I become? Obviously, you got that feeling from the backstory. But, well... Daedric. Master Robes of Destruction. But yeah, I've got a very good, I won't say anything too much more, but like, I do intend to resolve his Reach aspirations, is all I'll say, so...
I knew it.
There's a good chance he will come full circle in a lot of his endeavors. That's all I can really say. The Doors of Oblivion, which, if you want the quick lowdown on that book, it details the adventures, sounds like the research of the Master Conjurer Morian Xenos, who goes to all these different Daedric realms until his apprentice loses track of him, and he basically gets lost and crazy in one of the realms. But yeah, that's where a lot of our sources about the variety of different physical realms, Daedric realms, look like physically. So it's sort of like how we get the, oh, we know that Epic Rome is like this. It's a relatively important source.
What was that?
Oh, look at that. That's the Bloody Black Boots. The Masked Hood. That is a really cool... Hey, actually, you know what? this could be a really cool piece for... I might just hold on to that. Not so much the robes, but that for like if this sort of Reachman King kind of looking thing, like especially because I kind of like incorporating all the elements of Askeladd's personnel. Like he's going through all of these different, you know, phases as Dragonborn. Like yes, warrior, defeat the dragons. Then he's going through the dark phase of his life, the edgy phase of the vampires and assassins. He was promised power and so on. And then now he's going through this sort of sage arc, really, and how could this, you know, affect him? And then it kind of like the way I sort of see it is by the end, another one of them, he's going to kind of come full circle and integrate everything. And perhaps you could have that, like, you know, hooded... Off with your head. Oh, man, that's such a violent thing, coming around the corner and just cut and then chop the other one's head off. So it's like you realize that just have those moments and you're like, wait, I'm a full-on murderer, like just killing people. That's every game. But yeah, he should become... Anyway, I was just saying that hood with this skullish sort of thing, and maybe that could fit well with some other Forswornishy type bone armor, perhaps, maybe. Maybe some dragon scale or something, I don't know. The insulated dragon scale. Didn't see me coming. But yeah, it could be a very cool, there's a lot of potential. Damn. Why not?
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you.
I'm here for the books from the college.
So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything.
Let me leave with the books and there won't be any more trouble.
Fine. Take them and be gone. Never return here, or else you'll face my full wrath.
Whatever you say, lady. Night of Tears. That was kind of... I kind of like the option there. Last King of the Aliens. Lalorian Diana. And Onarteum. Doing a little slap squat, I guess. Oh no. Ah, is that the thing? You gotta go all the way.
You have what you came for. Now leave.
Yeah, I would, but you got the key. Look, this is called Kim. Because otherwise we would have had to do the whole killer thing, and I don't really want to. Like, if you I feel kind of bad. Like if you talk her down and then you're like, turn around and kill her. I don't know, it just doesn't feel very in character. And achieving Kim does, so. And now we can leave the real way. And I'm Kimming again. I won't abuse that, but it really is just for that system. It was a bit, you know. You'd think she could unlock the door for me. Oh, a little bit. You hear that dragon, right? Whatever, I'm out of here. I'm not waiting for it. The remainder of Alduin's lackeys don't bother me. Imagine if the College of Winterhold was a full-on city. Or at least a city in repair. Maybe I should put the lantern on. Here's the books that went missing.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Cool. Daughter of the Nibbin. I think that ups alteration, which we've got. Racial phylogeny. I think that ups restoration. So.
Can you possibly help?
Good to see Skyrim still has such fun. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
There's a book he thinks you should read.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll be sure and stop by the Arcanium later. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the object is in fact a physical part of Magnus, the god of magic. Aliad, Gremma, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object. It practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must...
No,
It is urgent that I speak to your associate meeting.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
What do you mean?
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. so we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Why are you so concerned about this?
I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Psijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
Alright, speed it up.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person.
What's going on? What happened to everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
If this is so dangerous, then why don't you do something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
Why should I trust you or your Order?
I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our Order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm.
Oh, well then sure, it's fine.
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
What do you expect from me then?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Where can I find this Augur?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Well, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Have you heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject.
I'm going to assume it's Tolfdir's got the answers then. It's one thing we've talked about this before, the problem with the College of the Winterhold questline stuff, and all of them have it's just one of the things, there's not a lot of like tangible
It's always encouraging to see the younger
talk. It's not very
generations
clear
embracing
about what's
education.
happening, like, and you don't really know even by the end of it.
No, not really.
The
Couriers
college
don't
will
seem
be
to
here
like
for
to
you
live
no
with
matter
letters
what.
here.
Have you heard of the
Always
Ogre of
look after
Dunlane?
our own. Well now,
Not
there's
at
a
all.
name I haven't
Means
heard
I'm
in
not
some
being
time.
hounded about my progress
My
at the college.
goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Where is the Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. All right then.
Off to the Midden we go. Okay. I actually haven't done the College of Winterhold questline in a long time. Because, you know, it's really not that interesting. And often you can get away with just getting access to the college. There's not usually a lot of, like, things that you need to get that are dependent on the questline itself. It's one thing I really hope from the Elder Scrolls 6 is significantly better enchanted items and stuff that you would just get from the game. Nice ray.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
I feel like this, if I remember correctly, this is a really long conversation. It's like unskippable. So you're the Ogre of Dunlane.
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
And what is it I'm seeking?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek, knowledge.
Okay, vague.
You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume.
Ignorance is bliss then.
You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others.
I'm not the first to come see you.
No, though you may be the last. The one who calls himself Ankano has sought my knowledge as well, through very different questions. Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something. It is a good path, untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow it further.
What do I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Well, I just had a crash at the end of the Augur Dunlane conversation, so I had to go through that whole rigmarole again. But now I'm in the mid and we're heading to Savos. It's worked out fine the second time. What's that? Oh, this is the Atronach Fortress. It's very cool looking. I don't know, thought I heard something. But yeah, on the way. The crash kind of derailed me. I don't know what my thoughts were before, but that's what I mean. It's like, talk to the Augur of Dunlane and everything's slow and vague and extra vague. Like, there's not a lot of concrete stuff. It leaves some nice fun room for the speculation that I have Magnus. You know what? I actually really do enjoy that a lot of the questions left in Skyrim have been expanded upon in other mythology. Like, I like the idea that in Khajiit mythology, like Magnus, I think it's Azura, can't remember exactly, but who tore Magnus's eye out before he left, like scratched it out like a cat. But like, that's a cool little addition, I think.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
No, what did the Psijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
I have important information for you.
Really? And what might that be?
We need the staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
Sus, but okay. It's connected to the orb we found.
And how do you know of this?
The Augur of Dunlane.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
You mean me, don't you?
I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
I guess the circlet does actually give you a solid, 70 points. Like, even with high enchanting. Okay, well, with high enchanting and stuff, I can do 78 points. It would be nice, I think the way to adjust it and keep enchanting is, I think just there should be a lot of enchanted gear with either unique enchantments, unique combinations of enchantments, or things that just quite simply outpace what you can do. So, for example, you know, I've used an enchanter's elixir and I've got max enchanting. I haven't done any, like, sort of, you know, exploits or anything. But then if there was, like, a magical circlet that gave you 100 extra magicka, it strongly outpaces anything you can recreate. Mirabelle.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things
Do you know
running
anything about the staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
It's connected to the Eye of Magnus.
The Eye of Magnus? I can appreciate that this thing, this orb, it's very impressive. Very unique and definitely worth studying. But let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance beyond what we're certain of.
Sorry, so the staff of Magnus?
Well, it's said to be very powerful. Has the capacity to store an incredible amount of magical power, as the story goes. But it's more myth than anything at this point. I've no doubt that it actually exists, but no one has seen it in, what, decades? Longer? I'm not sure. The only time I've heard it mentioned was when those Synod characters showed up some months ago looking for it.
Who are the Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So, no one knows the staff's location?
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Alright, Mzulft.
You haven't heard any more about dragons.
I'm working on some very...
Steam Crag Camp it is. I feel as if destiny follows me everywhere. I honestly resent it. Everywhere I go, I am somehow the fated, the chosen, dragonborn, listener, God's champion, and now the instrument of events to unfold with the eye of a god. The Psijic order came to me, and continues to watch me, a fact I find mildly uncomfortable. I enjoy the academic resources of the college, but I was not expecting to undergo a host of new trials. I'm headed to find the staff of Magnus, on the trail again. I hope to find it soon enough, and just put this business to rest. I really do want to go back to my research. Well, I can hear a dragon. Let's just... avoid that. Oh, a hunter's camp. Let's go Sky.
You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land and our very souls.
I like it too, like the idea too that Alduin has been gone for like 2ish years, or not 2ish years, 1 and a bit. The Civil War, and the Civil War's still going on. Like it's been some time, which I also think is nicer for progression, because that's the biggest thing too. Like when you play a game, if you play in the series, like, you know, over a period of a few in-game months, so much happens so quick, and you go through so much, like, I guess, like character development in almost like an instant. Goodness me. But have I just gone the absolute worst way? Oh no, there's the... yeah. Look at that. Oh, I don't know if we've been in many Dwemer ruins in this Let's Play since I've got some of the graphics. mod stuff. So I really like the way the Dwemer ruins look now. Just the visual sort of marbled sort of walls and such. But not only that, just the winding gears and this stuff in there.
Find Paratus in Oculary.
Okay. Research. I really don't like reading logs. Just because I genuinely find it like stops the flow. See all this stuff, all the pistons moving and the whirring and steaming. It's cool. I mean, that's a thing too. What I mentioned before about sci-fi, but like I know it's steampunky, but like I like the cross-genre stuff. Oh, it's a convector. Gotta say, I do get more and more excited. Maybe I will do this world building project once. I obviously got very excited about the prehistoric Skyrim idea, and I love like the early needs and all of that kind of stuff. Doing a Merethic era / early first era thing would be really great. Like I said, actually one of my favorite settings, I think, for a game that wasn't like a mainline. Well, I would want it to feel like a mainline game, but set obviously in the distant past. But it really is the first era at basically the formation of the Elysian okay, cool. At the setup of the where maybe I think during the reign of Emperor Balhazzar would be really, really cool, I think. So it's just after Alicia's death, but then there's the problems and stuff happening with the emergence of the Elysian Order. Ooh. Gotta remind myself to use... I might actually keep Paralyze on hand, because it's very useful. Not against machines, though. Oops. Some of this stuff just looks so nice. Guess we can sell some of this stuff. Sure, I'll have to keep that in mind. Head to a shop or something after this. Like, the reason I gave a save there is for like, look at how well this looks so nice. Is this... Yeah, it is a path to something. This won't be worth it. There's nothing I really need. I gotta forget, also it's not advantageous, like I don't need a level up alteration anymore, so I don't need to wait till like I'm detected. Okay. Into the boilery. See, they just add all the Steam details and stuff. I'm pretty sure they weren't there before. But, yeah, I just think the Dwemer Ruins have... I would have to check what they are. Served straight up. I still have the staff of Hesa Doki, but I haven't been using the. I got rid of the bow. Don't need the staff of Hesa Doki. Oh, that's the other thing. Krizimir, remember, gives us extra spell absorb as well, like 15% or something. What is it, like 3 strikes to kill? No, you can't even. Whoa. Oh shit. I find this animation a little bit like odd and slow because I feel like the chorus just like, or chorus or whatever it's pronounced as, just does it. He just jumps on down. I haven't approached about the master spell to Tolfdir about it, but at the same time it's like I find it doesn't really help us that much. Like sitting there and doing the whole dragon hide thing, I feel like it's quite a slow process. I don't know, maybe it's worth it. Like, it definitely helps, but I don't know, maybe it is important. Because what does it negate? 80% of physical damage. I don't remember this dungeon being that long. Whoops. I like the new skeleton for them. It makes them a lot bigger. Rogue shot skeletons. Really, really good. The mod. Paralyzed really is a bit of a hack. Oh, look at that Steam stuff up ahead. Is this the room? Oh. down and out. Who says that again? Man, really cool. Really cool stuff. I'm keeping tabs on all of this, like almost all of the locations and stuff for TSCs or future videos or anything related to the Dwemer. Terrible aim on my part. Well, at least it's sort of like playing in a way that I'm using superior magic to, like, wait. It's kind of part of, like, you know, part and parcel with sort of a sage arc and sort of like honing magical skill. Is he still just yes? Good. I was gonna be so annoyed if I did all that and then he just gets me anyway. A key to open. It's not on any of these, is it? Oh, focusing crystal. I'll need that at the very least. Is there... There's not a... researcher around... Or is it one of the things where it's like down here? Can't remember. Isn't there a centurion? Also... taken down. Yes, thought so. Oh yeah. Oh, the memory. Look how shiny and nice these Dwemer ruins look. It's actually a very nice long shot up here. Like if you were like going all the way. Actually, you know what? To be honest, these should be more developed because being where they are, like locationally on the map, like they are along the Velothi Mountains, just peeking into Skyrim. So you know, Vardenfell's only just there, so there should be a bunch of Dwemer ruins along here and there. You can imagine it's an older Dwemer ruin, a lot more infrastructure.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What the? You want something from me?
What are you doing here?
I am on official business of the Grand Council of the Synod. That's all you need to know. I might well ask the same of you, running around by yourself in this dangerous place.
Who are you?
What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros?
I came here looking for the Synod.
And just why would you be doing that? Oh, it doesn't matter now. Gavros is never coming back. And he was supposed to have the crystal. Without that, we're lost. It's all been for nothing. So congratulations, whoever you are. You found the Synod. Just me, alone. Surrounded by angry machines and angrier Falmer.
What's this about a crystal?
It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer.
I happen to have found a focusing crystal. Is this what you're looking for?
You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway?
I'm with the College of Winterhold.
You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time.
I'm gonna pop that in here.
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
I'm pretty sure we need... Oh, that's right. Oh, it's the flame, isn't it? There we go. The middle and... Oh, damn, which one's the bottom? Oh, that's done, so it's...
Years of work, finally going to pay off. But what's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work? So what is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself.
You better calm down.
You and your college have ruined years of my work. I've lost colleagues and friends to the Falmer, and you want me to calm down? How did you do it?
I truly have no idea what you're talking about.
Either you're lying to me, or you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it?
Yeah, whatever. You mean the Eye of Magnus?
The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does. Well, that's interesting.
Can you help me find the Staff of Magnus or not?
Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game. Even if all you've said here is lies, I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine, trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you. I think we're done here.
Okay, back to Savos. Oof. Did not, So much nicer having a lot of stamina. Sprint for days. Oh. Where's there
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
Are we actually like halfway through the College of Winterhold? Is it really just kill some magic anomalies and... Man, it's nice. Oh, I just can't... Sometimes playing Skyrim with all these graphic mods and stuff get me so excited for what potentially could happen with Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, what you could see. On a little side note, I am a little bit more excited for Starfield with some of the stuff they're saying. Just the big emphasis on hardcore RPG elements. So I am keen. I love how you can see Azure. Like there's, well, I wish Winterhold was bigger. There are mods that we... The reason I couldn't do town mods and stuff is because I started the Let's Play without them. But yeah, it's cool that you can see Azura's statue from here.
I don't know. It's like a ward, but who's casting it? On Kano? How?
I don't care what it is. I want it down now. I want to know what he's doing in there. I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
I know where to find the Staff of Magnus.
Excellent. I'd suggest that we go retrieve it immediately. But right now we have more pressing matters. Ankano has somehow locked himself in the hall. It's up to something, and I intend to put a stop to it. Help us get through this, will you? We're throwing everything we have at it.
What if I paralyze the wall? Let's just get a save.
What's going on?
Ankano, stop this at once. I command you.
Don't go near him! Are you all right? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
I think I'm okay.
Ankano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving. I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
He got blown out.
I'm going to find what did this.
What's happened? Are you all right? What happened in there?
It's Ankano. He's done something with the eye.
By the 9, is he responsible for this? The Archmage? Dead? There's more. Something's happened to Winterhold. It must be whatever Ankano did. You need to get out there and make sure it's safe. Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
Is he dead?
Looks like it. Man. I wish I could say I was more attached to him, but...
What's going on? What happened in there?
What's going on? What happened in there?
There's no time. We have to make sure Winterhold's safe.
We'll go with you, but when this is all over, I want an explanation.
Just 1 second. Okay. Let's see how ridiculously... Oh, I need a... Yeah. Sometimes I'm finding my health isn't darting back as quick. Like, oh. Okay. God damn it. Trying to just get this because it's doing the sideways power attacks only because they're just sort of sweeping, getting. Let's just make sure I'm. God, this. Alright, where's the other two?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, damn. There we are. Alright, let's get back to the college.
Well, is everything out there all right?
Safe for now.
Wish I could say the same for us. Tolfdir and I can try and keep this contained. You need to get your hands on the staff of Magnus, now.
Then I'm off to Labyrinthian.
What? Are you sure? The staff is there. That can't be a coincidence.
What are you talking about?
The Archmage. He gave me something just a little while ago. He told me it was from Labyrinthian and that I would know what to do with it when the time came. I think he meant this for you then. I'm not sure why, but there was something very personal about it for him. I think you should take this amulet. It belonged to Savos, but I think it would do you the most good now. Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Ankano brings the whole college down around us.
What does his amulet actually give again? Am I like missing something? Or oh, there it is. 50. See, like that should have been 100 or something, I think. Okay. To Labyrinthian. This is what I feel like to a degree, the quest line has been for the College of Winterhold. I feel like this is going to be a very quick episode overall, because I know there's like some of the fun other things you can kind of do around it, but especially if you're not like an all-purpose mage looking to master everything, it's just sort of alteration and restoration. It's kind of like you're just getting in there, and it's basically find Eye of Magnus, find Staff of Magnus, game over. Whoops. There is a cranky troll, so... That one's a little bit cheesed because he can't, because the new model that makes them bigger and more imposing, he can't get out of there. But I think it's so worth it because the other troll encounters are so much cooler.
Come on, we're finally here. Let's not waste any more time.
Are we truly sure this is a good idea?
We'll be back at the college before anyone even knows we're gone.
You would care about that, since you're the Archmage's favorite.
Don't forget, this whole idea was Atma's to begin with.
Let's just get inside, see what's in there.
This is a really nice scene. I filmed a lot of the reanimated undead
I can't believe we're doing this.
video in here.
Can you imagine the looks on their faces when we come back?
You keep talking like you're sure we'll find something useful in here.
Given the history of this place, it's more than likely there's still some amount of power here.
Enchanted weapons, tomes of ancient knowledge, Shalador's secrets themselves. Who knows what we could find?
And what if there are things guarding this place?
Against 6 college-trained mages? I think we'll be fine.
Oh, lantern time. Wow, okay. I guess it's not that powerful. Huh. That skeletal dragon was very underwhelming. I guess he's all bones. It's just
We have to go back. We can't leave Gerduin.
We barely made it out alive. You want to go back in?
It's too late. There isn't enough of him left to go back in after.
Gods. What have we done?
We can't go back. Might as well go forward. We can still do this.
Savos is right. We can make it if we just stay alert.
We're gonna need these, aren't we? Oh. Whoa. Relax. Oh, these have... Oh, no, they don't. The ghost blades, I think that's another place. Oh, look at that. Spell absorption actually coming in hand. I forget that. I've got spell absorption, so I don't have to worry too much about the magicka, like, it'll come back. Novice Conjurer. Let's, isn't it? There it is. Equilibrium. Bit of a weird spell, that. Health into magicka. It's cool, I think, if you're interested, we made that, like, try to make sort of a blood mage kind of thing with a sort of Dracula, Castlevania sort of inspired build.
You do not answer. Must I use this guttural language of yours?
He goes. So Aaron, my old friend, said this is all Morokai talking, isn't it? Is it Morokai? I forget the name of the dragon priest. I've got to say, look at that light peering through the fog there. And I hear something. Oh. Troll.
You only face failure once more.
Might just... Wisp mother. Oops, I thought that was the secondary one.
Did he warn you that power would be your undoing? That it would only serve to strengthen me?
Come on! We can't stop now. We have to keep moving.
Where's Elvely? She was right behind me.
Dead. Something grabbed her from behind. Gone before I could do anything.
This is insanity. We never should have come here.
You're right. This is all my fault. Should we turn around, head back?
I don't think going back is a good idea.
Going back would be the end of all of us. We keep pushing forward and we'll make it. We will!
Come on, you can make it. Let's go.
It's interesting to hear that.
Face your
Oh, this is where we start getting the... Yeah, the drain heart stuff. I'll pick it up as well. My thumb is stronger. Why not? I will say, man, this inventory is getting real messy. This is the slow time, is it? Yeah. That's a good one, but... The one thing is a lot of the effects, you'll probably have noticed it with the Psijic Order flashback scenes, the E and B kind of screws with it. Same as slow time, it doesn't actually show it off.
We shouldn't have
This is it, you know. Through this door. Can you feel it?
We're not going to
Can
make
you
it.
feel it?
We stay together, no matter what. Agreed?
I'll be right with you.
Agreed. We all stay together.
This is it. So the idea, more or less, is that these were, I'm assuming, the Ice Fist guy and Atma. And they were held back to contain him. Morokai, that is. Oh, it's too early. Didn't even let him get a shot off. Morokai. Oh, the time between shouts. That's a cool part, I think. Huh. I forget about that. That's a good, that's a good thing. Ring of the Dragon. Converts magicka into fire enchantment charge on your arrows. Huh. This is from a Creation Club thing, I'm pretty sure. That's cool. And Staff of Magnus. Huh. Maybe even the mask might be a nice... what is Morokai? That's heavy armor, isn't it? Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, maybe that's just fixed in a patch? Or maybe it's just because it is... Some of them have armor ratings, some of them don't. Apologies if my character's too OP, but I kind of like where we're at. There is also Amulet of Talos, which maybe I can... Maybe for the Dragonborn questline, it might make a bit of
Sorry,
sense.
friends. I'm so sorry. I had no choice. It was the only way to make sure that monster never escaped. I'll never let this happen again. I'll seal this.
Savos.
So, you made it out of there alive. Ankana was right. You are dangerous. I'm afraid I'll have to take that staff from you now. Ankana wants it kept safe. Oh, and he wants you dead. Nothing personal. You fool. You don't stand a chance.
Thalmor heads rolling. That's the way to do it. Is there any little chest down there? No. Come to get back to the college, use the staff. Okay. Don't know if we need the lantern now. 7:50 p.m. to Winterhold. One thing I know a lot of you guys really enjoy the cinematics at the start of the game. I'd really be considering starting to do like...
what they say about you and the Dark Brotherhood?
Well, look at that. Basically a cinematic sort of storyline in its entirety, as opposed to like not gameplay oriented, or maybe little bits of gameplay for when just to show off combat, but still keep it all with a really cinematic feel. You know what I mean?
I've got some fight left in me.
Oh, this is your problem. With these stupid creatures. It's alright, Tolkie's chill about it. I mean, I haven't got any... I forget that, but I've got a massive bounty in Hafengar. They don't like me there. Even though I've repented
So
since.
what are we waiting for?
Where's Mirabelle?
She didn't make it. When it was clear we were going to have to fall back, she stayed behind and made sure the rest of us were all right.
I feel like they kill off a lot of the characters. Well, let's get in
I'll be
there.
right behind.
But yeah, I feel like it's kind of weird that Mirabelle got killed off, I feel.
Come for me, have you? You think
Yep.
I don't know who's still up to you? You think I can't destroy you? The power to unmake the world at my fingertips. And you think you can do anything about it? Ha! I am beyond your pathetic attempts at magic. You cannot touch me.
The staff! Use it on the
Enough! Still you persist? Very well. Come then. See what I can do now.
Oh, is he? Come on. Oops.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah. Hate those things. Power to unmake the world at his fingertips. That's a little telling. So
I knew you could do it.
let's get the lantern on because it's kind of dark in here. What do we do now?
I don't know. Ankano is gone, but whatever he's done to the Eye doesn't seem to have stopped. I have no idea what to do.
We knew you would succeed. Your victory here justifies our belief in you. You have proven yourself more than worthy to guide the College of Winterhold.
What do we do now?
The Eye has grown unstable. It cannot remain here, or else it may destroy your college and this world. It must be secured. Ankano's actions prove that the world is not ready for such a thing. We shall safeguard it. For now. You now have the opportunity to maintain your college and carry on with your lives. You have our gratitude, Archmage.
It kind of just feels the college of Winterhold. I don't know.
You've done it. The college is safe again thanks to your work. I knew you had it in you. I dare say the Psijics are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage, in my opinion. Here, consider these yours, and the Archmage's quarters as well. I shall be here for advice, should you need me. All right, then.
I guess that's it. I feel like destruction seems to kind of follow him wherever he goes. So these are separate things now too. So we don't have to wear the hood. But look at this. Archmage Askeladd. It's kind of... It feels kind of odd to me how quick the College of Winterhold questline really is over. But, yeah, I don't, like, there's lots of other little bits and pieces. I kind of, I'm kind of keen to touch on the Dragonborn questline next. I think he's had his whole, like, sage-ish sort of thing, and he's going to take that to Solstheim. There's so many cool opportunities with, like, the Black Books and learning more about the Dragon Shouts and so on. But he's done his study, but he realizes, I guess, a lot of these wizardy kind of characters have, you know, they're flawed too, like Savos Aaron kind of stuff, dabbling in power. Interesting what the Augur of Dunlane says, that power is like, knowledge is a curse kind of vibe, that it seemed it like corrupts. And going for more like innocence is bliss kind of situation. But, yeah, there's Archmage Askeladd. I don't know if this is a title he's going to take too seriously. We can kind of pretend. I know there's mods for this as well, but I haven't got them. But that you can pass it off to Tolfdir, which honestly I think makes a lot more sense. But yeah, I think next episode we'll take this wizened and grey Askeladd to Solstheim, I think. And I am actually keen on doing a lot more of the stuff in Solstheim. Honestly, with the stuff here, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of things that we don't necessarily have to or want to do. Like, there's so many quests. And I don't think any of the... Like, I kind of want to do quests and stuff that I feel are going to build into Askeladd's future sort of character more so. Rather than just doing lots of side quests and so on. But in the Dragonborn storyline, there's the whole Raven Rock thing, and that's all fun. Plus, there's the whole Ghost of the Tribunal thing, which I think is also fun. So let's we'll do that next episode. But thank you so much for watching. I know this was a shorter one, but to be fair, the College of Winterhold is a really short main quest. I mean, I've been following along the lines, like going A to B, but it's not like, I don't feel like I've been like sprinting through it or like rushing through it. It's probably in part due to, overpowered, but the way I see it, the longer you're A, earned it, but also B, like the longer you are in a single battle or something, it's only drawing out the battles and stuff like that, not really furthering the story. But yeah, I guess thank you very much for watching and support. Maybe you'll see Old Man Askeladd, well, not Old Man, but the grade Witcher-looking Askeladd in his Archmage robes doing stuff around the place. In some of the videos, some research. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. I've come to the conclusion that I am a leader. Everywhere I go, people look to me for guidance. I soon become their guiding hand, their hope, and here I am again, this time with the title of Archmage. I don't even know if I am fit for such an occupation. My skills are limited to restoration, alteration, and enchanting. Hardly the all-encompassing range, but I'm sure Tolfdir can help me run the place. I'll spend some time processing what has happened, continue to write down my thoughts, write of the Eye of Magnus. I can't help but feel a little slighted by the Psijics. I took all the risk and danger, only for them to snatch the object of these struggles, but I suppose it's something I don't need to deal with. Back to my research, I suppose. I don't think I need to go looking for destiny. It always seems to come and find me.